everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me today. I want to say thank you very much for all the people who have lately subscribed to me, and thank you to all of those people who have stuck by me with for a long time. And I want to say thank you to the few who continually comment lovely comments on my videos, and I really appreciate those. So if you are watching my videos, please give me the thumbs up, make a comment, because I don't know who's here, so that would be good if you did that. Thank you. So I'm doing the 12 by 12, using a 12 by 12 piece of paper for just challenges that we're setting ourselves in the Junk Journal Junksters Down Under group, Facebook group. And this person made a dress and some tags and butterflies and a belly band, so a variety of things. So she just tried to use it per 12 by 12. Well, I had a go at making a dress, and it wasn't very successful, so because I had lots of lines everywhere, so I've given it up as a bad job. But I am going to do some butterflies. I've traced around one already, so I'm just going to cut this out because I've got, would you believe, this is a hanging that I bought, a whole heap of butterflies hanging down. I've got one of birds as well, and one of flowers, and one of hearts, all different patterns and colours. I got them from a long time ago, from a place in, I think it's Brunswick Street in Melbourne. I think my daughter took us to. So I've got two hanging up in here in my craft space, and one of the butterflies, and one is of the birds. The birds are different colours, the butterflies are all red. And up in our bedroom we've got one of the flowers, they're blue with gold pattern on it. And because this is hanging up and it's hanging over the bed, I can't get up on the bed with my replaced knees, and the metal is just, you can't, it's just weird, you can't kneel on them, it just feels weird, and I can't, not stable enough to stand up on them, so I just left it there and traced around it very roughly. So I'm just going to do a couple of those. Do I want to keep the paper? I don't know, we'll see. I just thought that if they could, you could wrap them around a page like so, and you could use them as tuck spots, or you could use the whole lot as a pocket, something a bit different. So I'm just going to do one more, and we'll do around the same way. One good thing about choosing this paper, it's non-directional. It's all just one colour. I was going to do something else with a pattern paper, but I realised after I started making that I wasn't really doing a variety of things, so scrapped. I've kept it for a journal I'm making, so I'll do that. So today we've been out for lunch with my eldest daughter and her husband and granddaughter, and my mum, so that was nice. And oh goodness me, the serves were just massive, absolutely massive. Should have done what my mum did. She asked for a seniors menu, but a lot of pubs don't do seniors menus on the weekend, and oops. So she actually asked for kids' milk because she knew she'd get one piece of fish and some chips, and she thought that would be plenty because she says she's not eating as much as she used to. But now you get older, I don't think you do eat as much. My husband and I certainly don't eat as much. And when I saw what was coming out on my plate today, two great big huge, I ordered fish and chips, and it's a massive piece of fish. She just couldn't eat it. So my son-in-law got some of that. He said, "You've got something to spare, Kay? I'm happy to have it." So on top of what he ate, he had my fish, some of my fish. I've got my two butterflies now. Don't know whether I'll do anything with those paper. And what I'm going to do with the butterflies is I'm going to take a bit of paper And I don't know if this is going to work. I've got no idea, because I'm probably using the same sort of colour here. Just going to see if I can get a bit of colour into my... No, it doesn't show up, so it'll probably be a totally different colour. What colour do you think? Oh, I know. Let's try this colour. Aged mahogany. Surely that would show up. A little bit. Enough to give it a bit of interest. That's all right. That looks all right. You probably can't see it because it's sort of very faint, and I think I've got a bit of vintage photo on this brush. I'm pretty bad at cleaning my brushes. I do sort of clean them on the paper. Just a bit more. I think that looks good. Right, so this particular pub that we'd went to today was redecorated, rejuvenated about 18 months ago, and it's all in that 50s, American 50s style, in Palm Springs, I think was the word that my young eldest daughter used. She said from Palm Springs, so it's very... Excuse me a minute, a sneeze. I'm so sorry about that. So I had this coloured glass in some of the window frames, and caravan to order your food from, and an old bus tucked away in the corner. It was just really good. So actually I think that one looks better than this one. That's better. That's better. So I hope that you're all doing well and keeping healthy. I've had a bit of hay fever this last month. It's just been driving me nuts. So I've had those two, and what I'm going to do next is put it to one side, so I just might use it again in a minute, is take this bit of paper and I'm going to trace around this tag, which is 4 by 8. I probably should do it over here so I can keep this nice straight edge for maybe a belly band. You reckon that's going to fit in here? So there are some videos on how to do the dress folding one if you're interested in trying to do that yourself. You might have more success than I did, because I tend to be a bit of a all thumbs person, and I'm not all that great at fiddly things. My thumbs seem to get, fat fingers seem to get in the way. So I'm going to just take my ruler. This is going to be, I can actually fold this over this belly because this paper is quite thin, so I'll be able to make a nice sturdy one by folding it over. I don't tend to use belly bands very much, but if I have some made, maybe I would use them a bit more. And I do colourful journals, not just muted ones, because I like to do the little golden book ones, and so they're not, I like to make them more bright and cheerful, so this will go well. I think I'll get rid of all that paper. I think I might, so what I was going to do is fold this in half and glue it down. Oops, didn't do that very well, did I? not very well at all, okay. That'll do. And that can be used as a little tag, a little, what do you think? Or a pocket maybe. Let's have a look. Maybe a pocket. Just going to make sure it's nice and nothing straight on here at the moment. That's the thing about cutting freehand. That'll be fine, but it's better. I will put my scraps in the bin. Don't think I really need to keep scraps like that. I know people don't throw any in the thing in the bin, but it does get recycled, so I can use that for a pocket, I think. And because sometimes my punch doesn't seem to like thin paper, I'm just going to use my double-sided tape to do a little notch. Oops. Okay, so that's a bit of a deep pocket, isn't it? So I can probably cut it off and fold it up and make another sort of double-tiered one. I'll see. Anyway, so there's my 3 things that I've made 5 things I've made so far. I'm not going to do anything else to the butterflies, I don't think, because I think they're just fine the way they are. If I try to make them into more like the butterflies, I'll probably mess it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate my tag with you today, and then I might do the other things off camera, because and then come back to you. So these are all things from my box full of scraps, so I'm just going to use these scraps. So there are some things I do keep. Oh, that didn't get very straight. Something's wrong here. It's not straight there at all. Do you know if I want to put that on there or not? I quite like this, the doily, but I've just realised how not straight this is. That's terrible. Cut it for me. That's another reason why I went away from these sort of trimmers. I don't like the thin paper either. So look at this one here on this side. Do you reckon I could go all the way down this time? Actually, that side's not bad. It's just sticking at that one particular point. I'm not sure why. Probably because I'm not using it very much. Oops. So I'm going to use this doily here, and I'm going to use the fabric glue. Bit of bling stuck to that one. Let's put them to one side so we don't have. I should use a what, Kay? My phone book that I got delivered today, which is best on. It's down here in the drawer. Hopefully it's unstuck it. Let's try. Oh, it smells all new, this book. It's funny, once upon a time they used to get one big yellow one big white one, and now you just get one very small amalgamated one. I don't think we ever use it anymore. We tend to Google. If we want something, we Google it. And with the, we do look at the paper as well. The paper has adverts in there too. So that's one. And I'm going to do the other one as well. That's here too, on the other side. Over there a bit more. Oh, two different doilies. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to fuss about things like that. By the time they decorated, it's all covered up anyway. And I'll decorate my belly band in maybe with some lace or something, or some doilies, smaller doilies. Just run doilies all the way down. That would look good, I reckon. So my granddaughter came for lunch, and she was a bit grumpy because she'd fallen asleep just before they were due to come out, which is totally unlike her, but she's only in her first year of school, and I remember when I used to be a teacher how tired the littlies used to get after being at school for the day. So I understand, you know. Excuse me, I'm just getting some more doilies. Have a collection here. While that dries a little bit, I might use some doilies down here. So that looks good. I think there's two there. There is two. I might put a doily on that one as well. Because I think I quite like the look of the doilies. I think it looks really effective. Not going to do that way. The hands up with having glue all over the table. You've got to keep cleaning it off, Kate. Use the glue. Use the telephone book. So it's going to go on there like that. I haven't stuck that down yet, but I will do. Sorry, I shouldn't be banging like that. It's very, very rude of me. I keep forgetting I've got to consider you people on the other end of this video. I don't mean it like that. That's just terrible. I do consider you all the time. It's just I don't think about it when I let my scissors drop on the glass plate like that. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. So I apologise. Because when I'm in here crafting, and I've been crafting in here a bit by myself without videoing, because I've just been doing a few odds and ends, tidying up, you know, a few things that I haven't finished up or. So what we could do for this one is do it like that, and then keep the top bit open so it's like another little tuck spot. Let's do that. Just going to glue. Sorry, apologise. Could be off camera here. Oh dear, Kay. You know what I did wrong then, didn't you? Did you see what I did wrong? Did you see what I did wrong? Of course you did. You should be yelling at me and I wasn't paying attention. I do. Goodness me. You do just at the sides, Kay, because you don't want to glue everywhere, because you want to have that bit open at the top. Because you're making a little tuck spot. But you can glue the bottom, that's fine. Do you talk to yourself when you're crafting? I don't do it just for you. I do talk out loud more than I do to myself when I'm in here. So it'd be like another little tuck spot in there. Just let that dry before I direct it any further. And this one can go like that. So I just need a bit more glue. So it's not wasted after all. That's good. So if I just leave it those two like that, that'd be good, because then I can decorate the other bits for another thing later. I will decorate the pockets, this tag. Now I was going to use some things here. I've got a variety of things here. I quite like this little element that I got from somebody who's one of my Happy Mail ones. I'm just going to lay some things down to see what I think works. Got some music paper here. Let's see if that works. And by now you know that I don't do a lot of tearing. I tend to cut. So let's have a look. Just do a little bit maybe. That may be better with more notes on it. That side has more notes on it. Yeah, quite like that so far. And I've got some green paper here. Does that sort of match, do you think? Not really. Just going to put these out the way. They're distracting me. Does this go? Maybe. I think it's too much the same as that, so I don't think that should be used. What about this light one? It's left over from a digital. Don't know. Just thinks it's a bit bare down here, so I just want to do something for down here. I think this is too busy. The right kind of thing, but I don't know whether it would be better. Would that be better than the text? Maybe, because it's sort of what I could do is cut it in half so it's on both sides. A bit more. I don't know. It's just peeking out there. That could be enough. Do I still want the music paper as well, now that I've got rid of it? Maybe this can come down a bit more, like that. And we could, got all these things here. I was going to use this birds and butterflies and all sorts of things, but when I pulled this out, I thought, oh, that looks really... I really quite like that a lot, but I've got some, what was I going to use? I want to put something across the bottom here, maybe another doily. Just looks so bare, needs something. It's a different doily again. Maybe just on the corner like that, maybe. I don't know what it is about doilies. I always seem to have them, they never seem to be sort of cut properly. Oops. I'm going to stick that down before I lose everything. I think somebody sent me this in a Happy Mail as well. You can see I'm taking it off something else. I think I might have to just glue the bit here like that, so that this has got something to sort of stick to without floating away. I quite like that, and I've got some. Was going to use a bird, but I might use the bird on the pocket. It's a bit big now that I've done that that other thing. I could just put one of those tags on there. These are from Witchcraft Do You Do, not tags, labels. It's very confusing. For a long time I used the word tags for the, those little things you have in the back of your clothes that tells you what size it is, and instead of using the right word labels, I've always called them tags, which is not the proper thing to call them. I've got a flower here left over from a stash. Got to be careful where I stick it so it doesn't go through. This is a sticker, thank goodness, so I can use it as such, if I can get that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I've got ink or I've glue all over my fingers, which means it won't work. Oh, it's got the corner. Hopefully the rest of it will come up. Okay. Perfect. That was quick. I like things that are quick. Do I want to have a butterflies that are on pink? Any more labels? Another clock. There's a clock here. Could do another clock. Half a clock. So look, where's the right time? 12. We're here. Don't know. I think it's too much. But this one is a bit smaller. No. How about these numbers? I might just put this number around the place. Goodness, what's wrong? Not cutting out very well at all. I wonder if this was from a book or something. Looks really pretty. I like it. I don't really want to do too much before, because otherwise I might spoil it. Just seems to be lacking a few things though. There's nothing up here. There's something down here. I think the butterflies are the wrong pink. What else have I got? This is the right, that's the wrong pink as well. I don't have any small birds, but I have not any that I've cut out. So look what I've got in here. There's a butterfly here, but it's the wrong thing, I think. Yeah, don't like that either. What I could do is take the one I've got over here, use some of this aged mahogany and go over this one here. So it's a bit, and I might do the same one for this one here. So it's a bit more of the colour that I'm looking for. Bit of glue, and we're done. And like I said, I'm not going to decorate the belly band, I don't think. Didn't come out very well, really, did I? It's my fault. Because sometimes when you're cutting out things, you get a bit, your arm, I don't know about you, but my arms get a bit tired and, not tired, sore. I think it's because I've had this shoulder surgery on that right arm, and if I overdo it, my arm just aches. So I've got to do my fussy cutting in short bursts. That's better. That's so much better. Let's put that down a bit more glue. I have to cut this one out a bit better too. My youngest daughter and her family have gone away on holiday today for a week, down to a very quiet seaside place, about a 3-hour drive from here. Taking the dogs with them. Found a place that took dogs. Because normally you have to find someone to look after the dogs, but I've taken the dogs with them this time, which is, they will love it, the dogs will love it. It just means they can't go in the national parks, that's all. Because they're not allowed to go in the national park with a dog here in Australia. I'm not too sure if that's the same for you. Do I want to have anything else? We'll just keep it plain, simple, nothing, until I get around to deciding what I want on there. Just glue that all the way down the middle. Oops. So there's my things that I made from the 12 by 12. I didn't do the folding of the dress. Oh, I did, but it wasn't very successful. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me today, and catch you in the next video. Bye bye.